Thank you for meeting with me. What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Daniel Garcia, and I'm an automotive technician currently working at Toyota of Gladstone.
How did you get into the profession?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I went to Saban. It was like a it was another high school that it was part of a high school, but we would go there for automotive or other welding or other stuff. But basically, I went there. I knew I needed something to do, so I just chose automotive because that was one of my classes that I took at high school, and I thought it was going to be pretty easy to get to. It was only 2 years of schooling, so that's what I went for. Yeah, so at high school, I went to Clackamas High School, and there we had elective classes, and they were at Saban Schellenberg Technical Center in Milwaukee, and um, one of the classes I took was automotive, and with Rob Prisner, he was my instructor there, um, and at that time I was getting out of high school, and I knew I needed to get into something, and I wanted something short and not too expensive, so I got into automotive. Um, um, there at the high school at Saban, they had like a banner um, talking about promoting the Honda Pack program and Mount Hood at the time, Mount Hood Community College, and that's where I went. And I started working at Honda. Um, it was Town and Country Honda at the time, and now I'm here at Toyota of Gladstone.
What do you enjoy about the work that you do?
What I really enjoy, I mean, it's honestly is when you get those problem cars that take a while, and sometimes they're frustrating, but once you figure it out, it's pretty damn cool, pretty good feeling once you figure it out and the car is running again, it's all back to normal. It's a pretty good feeling.
What kind of skills do you need to be successful in the work that you do?
Kind of skill. Well, honestly, it's just pretty much the getting into it and practicing it, and it's just gotta do it. I think once you get in it, you pretty quickly find out if that's something you're gonna like or not. And I mean, it's not for everyone, but if you like it, enjoy it, it's pretty good.
What's it like working on those problem cars?
The problem cars. So yeah, I mean, sometimes we get those problem cars. Sometimes it takes days to figure it out. It, like I say, it can be pretty frustrating, but once you figure it out, it's a pretty good feeling. You're pretty proud of yourself that you're able to achieve, come up with the repair. But we also have uh, uh, people that you can, in the other techs you can talk to. We have something called Tech Line Assist. You can call. It's pretty much every manufacturer has Tech Line. So if you have one of those problems, you can call them. You're not stuck alone in the car. So
What do you love about working on cars?
yeah, honestly, it's just the, the challenging ones. It's like I said, those um, I enjoy those honestly. Working with your hands too, if it's something that you like doing, it's a pretty good option. And if you think you like working on cars, working with your hands, we're using our brains all the time too. We're looking at schematics, wiring schematics, all of that. You're using some math. We're looking at electrical problems too. So it's
How would you describe your career journey?
yeah, my career journey. I started at Mount Hood Community College, obviously after going through high school, and got hired at Honda. um, Town and Country Honda at the time, and so then I at the time it wasn't it wasn't working out very good. I even thought about getting into a different path, different way, but I had a tech here working on Toyota. He said, it's pretty good over here. Come on over. So I came over, and it's been good here. We like I said, the hours are really steady, and I mean that's obviously something important. You gotta be able to make hours and money.
What kind of students might be interested in pursuing a career in automotive repair?
I mean, I think students that if you don't want to be sitting down on a desk doing paperwork, if you like working with your hands, if you like something that's challenging, if you enjoy working on cars, I think it's a good option. If you can say it was just a 2-year program that I went to, and I know the Toyota one is the same, and yeah.
So you prefer this over a desk job?
Working with your hand. Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoy working with my hands. That's something I've done pretty much since I started working. Um, so I don't think I could see myself working, sitting down on a desk. So I mean, now, I mean, with the time, I don't know if it will change or not, but at this point, I like it. And if it ever becomes a problem, sometimes it does, like any other job, maybe. And there's options. You could be a service writer, even a manager. I've seen people do that. I've seen techs, start as a tech. They can even become a service manager. So, I mean, if you're good at it, if you want to decide something else, there's always that option.
What was school like for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up over in Mexico. I came over here to the U.S. When I was 12. I went to elementary over there. I went to middle school here, high school here. Um, I was one of those shy persons. It was challenging, at first because of the language, but being young, you learn pretty good, pretty quickly. And I mean, in college, it was a little tough because of there was a lot of homework, a lot, it's like any other college, so it's definitely not easy. So, but I think it's worth it. And I was able to get my associate's degree too. I took the elective classes and I got my automotive degree and then my associates. So,
What was it like coming to the United States when you were younger?
I mean, definitely the first thing coming to the U.S. it was the language barrier. So that was something that, you know, a lot of us that come from other countries experience right away. I mean, I was lucky. I came here pretty early, so I went through uh, middle school and then on up. It's pretty tough. So, but I mean, if I did it, anybody else can, as long as you put the work into it.
Do you have any advice for students immigrating to the United States?
Good advice. I mean, definitely get some for ESL students. Definitely get some help with if you're struggling. I mean, there's pretty good teachers out there. Yeah, ESL students definitely. Like I said, there's pretty good teachers out there. I have a lot of support from my teachers. I, I, I mean, it is pretty tough coming from another country, learning the language, but definitely, uh, you know, if you need some extra help after class, go ask for help too. There's plenty of support.
Do you have any advice for students who are trying to find their way?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just definitely try different electives and go to them and see if you like it. I mean, there's a when I went to school, there was automotive, there was woodworking. There was welding. I wish I had taken welding too. Even if I didn't pursue that, it's you get the knowledge too. I mean, there's definitely different paths. Look at your electives. Talk to there's counselors too, in high school. Talk to them. Um, see, I mean, if it, go out, if you have family members too that have done it, and you want to talk to them, see what they've done, friends, anything.
How does it feel to be helping people with something so important as their transportation?
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to see the customers all often. Sometimes we do when we get on test drives with them. But yeah, I mean, most people are pretty nice, and they come in, they have a problem, and you get to fix it, and it's a pretty good feeling. Um, but yeah, I mean, sometimes they bring us, stuff and gratitude, like donuts and other stuff. But yeah, definitely people are really appreciative towards us too.
What values are important to you personally?
I mean, definitely take care of customers, take care of the car. Be respectful of their property too. Um, yeah, take take care of the shop too.
What does it feel like to finish a hard day of work?
How does it feel? Uh, well, I don't. No, I mean, when I'm done, I'm done. Usually I just go home and I keep the work at work. I keep home at home. So I mean, I don't know. Not sure how to explain it.
What does your day to day look like at work?
Yeah. Well, I get right now. I became a team leader. So our writer, we have a total of four techs in our team. We have one writer. I get the ROs and I dispatch them to my team.
What are your certifications?
Yeah. I obviously got my Honda certification. I didn't get my master's, but that's because they didn't send me because you still have to go to school even though you finish with. If you go to the program, you still got to go to the manufacturers classes that they have and to become a master. So I didn't get that a chance at Honda here. I got my ASCs first. I didn't have them also when I came to Toyota, the ASCs. So I got the first eight, and I became a master, and then I finished my Toyota ones, and now I'm a Toyota master too.
What's it like being a team lead?
Yeah, so I just started being a team leader. I think I definitely like it. It's there's I saw an image on the internet one time. There's definitely a difference between a leader and a boss. So a leader definitely is helping out their coworkers, and I do that too. My previous team leader was pretty good about that too. So I learned a lot from him and other mentors I had at Honda too. So I mean, it's a pretty good feeling too that I got the opportunity, thanks to my manager too and my mentors.
What's next for you?
I mean, definitely I'm gonna plan on sticking here for a while, as long as everything is good. Um, I don't at this point. I'm not. I don't know. At one point, I think it always crosses everybody's mind to kind of do their own thing, open up their own shop. It always, I mean, it has crossed my mind too. That's, but at this point, that's something I won't be doing. I don't know. I don't know in the future. I can't really tell. I mean, got moved into team leader, so I want to get the most out of it, the experience from it too.
Do you have any advice for students who are trying to find their way?
Well, it's, I mean, I've heard of students, taking some path and then they, even here, they realize they don't like it. I mean, you don't have to stick with it if you don't like it, but if you do, I mean, you have a path. There's always other stuff to do too. Um, I mean, once we're here, we, a car has different systems. We're working with AC, we're working with electronics. That gets you into sometimes. I mean, if you don't like per se working on cars, you could always move into HVAC or something like that, or electronics or something like that, electricity. I mean, I've heard many techs going to that too. Um, but yeah, I mean, a car has a lot of systems too. We're working with computers too on it, modules, and yeah, it gets you into finding out it's not just nuts and bolts. It's also, like I say, AC and stuff like that. And they're evolving. I mean, now they're coming up with, we have hybrids, and they're coming up with electric vehicles too. So I mean, that's something we're going to be learning too in the future.
What students might enjoy a career in automotive repair?
Well, I mean, I know some people want to get the experience to kind of learn how to build cars, I guess. But I mean, that wasn't something I was too interested on. I know there's some that are interested in that. That's pretty cool. If you get this skill and you can build your own car too. I mean, like I went to Honda, and there was one tech that built a Integra. He turboed it, put a turbo in it, and he said it was pretty fast. He showed me some videos. That wasn't something I was too interested on, but I mean, like I said, this skills gets you into doing that if you like doing that too. If you can have a project car or even an old car, a classic, you get to fix it too. Yeah.
What was it like to be the first in your family to attend college?
I mean, yeah, that was pretty tough, but it was a pretty good feeling, being the first to go to college and finish it and get my degree. Like I said, my family looks up to me and they're pretty proud. So, I mean, that's a pretty good feeling.